What's up, everybody? I'm filming this from my bed. I'm sick as a dog right now, but I don't want that to stop the vlog. This episode, we're going to be looking at one of the things on my bucket list, Stampede Wrestling. Super excited I was able to wrestle for Stampede Wrestling, and we're going to go to that in a bit. But first, let's cue the intro and go to my vlog.
I'm a Canadian indie wrestler. You probably have never heard of me, and I'm winding down my career. Follow along to see my journey.
Running late to get to the show today. It's the second show for WrestleMania weekend for me. It is Sunday for Canadian Wrestling's Elite. We're going to the TV tapings in Stonewall. I'm going to try my best not to speed. I'm about an hour behind because I just got a new puppy. I'm still going to be at the show. Lots of time to get ready. I'll see you guys at the show. Made it to Stonewall in record time. Not enough time to stop for a coffee though. Going straight to the venue. We made it to the Oddfellows Hall. Now time for some CWE wrestling. Let's see if the ring is up. Venue has the poster on the door. Oh, there's Bobby Chic again.
Hola,
yeah. Maybe I'm not too late. They're still setting up the ring.
You know, I just want to say it takes a lot of hard work to set up these wrestling shows. And nobody gets extra pay to be setting this stuff up and doing all these things. A lot of the wrestlers are kings of the merchandise table or setting up the lights or the ring. And again, we couldn't do it without everybody's hard work and help. And also, I just want to point out a lot of guys really need that merchandise sales. It really helps them continue chasing their dream as a wrestler. So please, if you can, pull out some money, buy some merchandise from the wrestlers you like. It really does go a long way, and it truly helps them out.
Pro tip.
When there's free water, make sure you take the free water. Don't be a pig, but at least take one.
Super excited to be wrestling in front of fans again. In Stonewall, we've been doing the TV tapings with very limited fans due to COVID. So super excited to be getting out in front of the fans again.
Wrestling fans, I'm Canadian Strong Style Rob Stardom. I've wrestled all over the world, but I've never been to Cote First Nations. And on April 20th, Canadian Wrestling's Elite is having a free show. I'm excited to be there. I hope you're there too. Getting ready for CWE TV to kick off. Packed house in Stonewall today. Still no beer from Dragon.
You told me no at the show.
Still no beer.
No show, no show, Friday.
No beer.
It's your fault. Fuck my brain. It's your fault.
Furpo and his girlfriend. She's been texting him for how long? She been texting you?
A few months.
Having a beer with the legendary Wildman Furpo. That beer's for you, brother. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's 10 after 5 p.m. on Sunday, WrestleMania weekend. Awesome. I'm going to get home early today. Got to do the tapings early. Maybe even get to watch WrestleMania.
We were supposed to make a list of all the things we wanted to do in our lives before we kicked the bucket.
Hey everybody, I'm here with Travis Cole. It's WrestleMania weekend. We're here for CWE Adrenaline TV tapings. Travis, I've known you for a long time. I remember you're a young green rookie. You came a long ways. Tell us about yourself. Let's hear it.
My name is Travis Cole. I fight out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I have been wrestling for nearly 12 years now. So far, I've checked a lot of really cool things off my bucket list. I've wrestled a who's who of names from Jake Roberts to Kenny Omega and everywhere in between.
Hey, everybody, hold on. Travis, I know you're a really nice guy. This isn't a wrestling promo, so you don't need that gritty voice. I just talked to you a few seconds ago. You were nice. Your eyes were open. You were looking at me. It was all good, man. This is for friends, family, millions and millions, actually, 88 people that have seen the last
Dozens
video.
And dozens of Rob Stardom fans.
You know, where were you born?
I was born in Calgary, Alberta.
Awesome. Now, you've been wrestling for how long again?
12 years.
12 years. Now, name off some of these guys you're wrestling. What do you want to do in wrestling?
Man, you know what? Like I said, I've done a lot in wrestling. I've made a living as a professional wrestler for the last 7 years.
Phenomenal. That's way more than me. I was like a year and a half, and my living was tuna and beans.
I've gotten to travel all across Canada and the United States. And I was all set to go to Japan and Europe before COVID-19.
Yeah.
So just like Uncle Rob here, I'd love to go to Japan and check that one off my bucket list. But my biggest bucket list that I want to check off is I want to take my tag team partner, Sweet Bobby Shink. I want to take him around the world, and I want us to be the greatest tag team to ever come out of Canada. And that bar is pretty high.
You know, and Shink's a great guy. I'm gonna get him on this vlog eventually. He's already
hopefully
watching.
He puts me over too.
I believe he's already shared my last video, so hopefully I'll see you share some of my stuff. And you know, speaking of COVID, like in my last video, I talked about how 2021 I was gonna retire, but I just didn't want to retire because COVID hit. I didn't want to be sitting on my butt for my last year wrestling. So hey, COVID's hit us all, but I hope you get to check those things off your bucket list because you're a talented young guy.
Thank you.
Where can we find you on social media?
All my social media handles are at the Travis Cole. I know it sounds kind of arrogant, but it's the only one that was available for all of them. Got to keep it uniform, keep it easy.
Awesome. Thank you for your time. Good luck WrestleMania weekend.
Thanks, guys.
What the hell am I watching?
As you know, I love pro wrestling. I love watching wrestling on YouTube. So every week I want to bring to you a YouTube channel that I'm checking out. And if you notice, on my bucket list, it says I want to wrestle in Memphis. So if you want to wrestle somewhere, I highly recommend you check out that territory and that style. So I've been watching Championship Wrestling from Memphis. And I'll tell you, the production value of this company is head and shoulders above many of the indie companies out there. And it's some great wrestling. Tons of footage, tons of great matches. I highly recommend you check it out. And hey, if anybody's watching this from Championship Wrestling from Memphis, I'm looking to get booked. CWE makes its debut at Cote First Nations in Saskatchewan with a free event April 20th. Also, don't forget to watch CWE Adrenaline on the CWE's YouTube channel. You'll see myself, you'll see all the wrestlers of CWE, some great action, and all the upcoming events.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
Hey, I actually got a message on my Facebook Messenger from Mike from Moosomin in Saskatchewan. Now, I don't want to make it sound like I don't know who Mike is. Mike is a damn good referee. He referees for Canadian Wrestling Elite, a jack of all trades, super awesome guy, and super humbled to get this message from him. And he said, I just watched your YouTube video. Great idea, and can't wait to see what you have coming up. Well, Mike, first off, thank you for sending me a message. I really, really appreciate it. And again, what I have coming up, hopefully you're going to see me go through all of my bucket list, which I can let you know what I have completed and what I haven't completed and what the heck am I doing to complete it. And again, no pressure on me sharing with the world what I have to complete yet. And again, I think it's super awesome. You sent me a message and I hope to see you at the show. If you want to send me a message, email me at robstardom@gmail.com. Follow me at StardomRob on Twitter. Add me on Facebook, facebook.com/robstardom. Or on Instagram at robstardom. So it's that time where I talk about my bucket list. And this week, I'm going to talk about Stampede Wrestling. So growing up in Canada, I watched a lot of different wrestling, but I definitely spent a lot of time watching Stampede Wrestling. I can remember our TV had rabbit ears and you had to like adjust them and it was staticky, but super cool. And to be able to see someone like Owen Hart for the first time, I thought he was the best wrestler I'd ever seen when I was a young kid. I still think he's one of the top wrestlers ever. So I always knew watching Stampede Wrestling that it was special. I'm not saying that WFWA in Winnipeg wasn't special, or IWA Hardcore in Winnipeg wasn't special, or Atlantic Grand Prix wasn't special, but I definitely felt Stampede Wrestling was super special. And then
getting older, you would hear things about the Hart Dungeon and how the Hart family, they're wrestling royalty. And I truly believe that. Super proud to be a Canadian wrestler, and super proud to be able to say that some of the best wrestlers in the world come from Canada. And I'd always wanted to get that opportunity to wrestle for Stampede Wrestling. So 1999, when I wrote out my bucket list, I wrote out Stampede Wrestling. You might say to me, Stampede Wrestling wasn't around in 99. Well, yes, it was. It had disappeared for a while, but they made a comeback. It was Stampede Wrestling, World of Wrestling. And it was on A Channel. And you'd actually read about them in the World of Wrestling magazines. So super cool. So now how did it get arranged? Beautiful Bobby J. Bobby J, watching this vlog, you're probably going to hear me talk a lot about Bobby J, because he helped me out so much in my wrestling career, more than any other person. Bobby, if you're watching this, thank you. Bobby was actually the best man at my wedding, and he'd been wrestling for years, and top pro wrestler in my eyes, one of the top Winnipeg has to offer. Even though when you think of Winnipeg wrestling, you probably now think Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega, Don Callis. Well, I hate to say it, but I think beautiful Bobby J. So Bobby got us booked in Stampede Wrestling, and he drove us all the way there. There was me, Zach Mercury, Red Hot Ryan Wood, Scotty Styles, and Steve Cox. So then my match for the night was me and Red Hot Ryan Wood against the Myers brothers. And we had a good match. Bruce Hart came back after and put us over, saying we had a good match, if we're ever going to be around. And then it happened. Dun, dun, dun. We got invited to the dungeon. So we get to the dungeon, and who's there? So there's Teddy Hart there. There's Harry. TJ might have been there. I can't remember. Sorry, TJ, I can't remember. Johnny Devine showed up. Bruce Hart was there. So they put us, I did the little workout with them. It was a good time. The crazy thing was they gave us the tour of the dungeon, and Stu was still there, right? Stu was still alive. So super honored that he was there in the dungeon. Obviously, he didn't stretch me. He was very old, but what an honor to be invited to the Hart House, go down to the dungeon for a workout, and to really knock something off that bucket list. And I owe it all to Bobby J. Now I want to get to a little bit of controversy. If you can see this awesome shirt I'm wearing that says Winnipeg is professional wrestling capital of the world. I got it from our friends at First Row Collectibles. You can check out their website, firstrow.ca. Use the promo code STARDOM. You get 10% off. Do you think Winnipeg is the wrestling capital of Canada, or do you think it's Calgary? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment down below. And don't forget to take a look at firstrow.ca for all your collectible needs. They have all sorts of awesome wrestling collectibles, sports collectibles, movie memorabilia, and you can also get that Winnipeg is the wrestling capital of Canada shirt. Use the promo code STARDOM for 10% off your order. A very special thank you to the Odd Fellows Hall in Stonewall for hosting CWE Wrestling. Canadian Wrestling's Elite, Dragneel, to Travis Cole, to Canadian wrestling legend Wildman Firpo, to Big Bobby Shink, Shadow Extreme.